What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Today we're going to talk Aaron Glenn press conference. He gave some updates on the Sauce Gardner injury. Seems like good news there. And he I'm going to say got into the plan at kick returner. You'll see. Okay, we start with the injury updates from Aaron Glenn. What's the latest on Sauce Gardner?
All right. I'll start with injuries first. We have Jay, who has an illness. And most of these guys, man, there's a number of evaluations still going on. And you guys get the report by the end of the day anyway. So Sauce had a groin, all right. I think he'll be okay. Josh has a hamstring, all right. So we'll continue to evaluate that, and we'll know at the end of the day, all right. But other than that, I think we're pretty clean for the most part. Kane is another one. All right, and you will get that at the end of the day.
With Sauce Gardner's groin injury, he thinks he'll be okay for this week, and I would anticipate that he plays. The ones that I'm a little bit concerned with for this game would be Josh Reynolds at wide receiver. If he is not good to go with the hamstring, I would think Allen Lazard steps in for him. I said it earlier in the week, but both of those guys are very similar stylistically at the wide receiver position, both bigger body outside receivers who are good blockers. I would prefer Josh Reynolds to be out there than Allen Lazard, but I guess it is kind of nice as a positive spin that you have someone who could fill that role just waiting in the wings. Don't throw him the ball a ton, though. I'm still worried about drops. I also don't think Kane and Wanu is going to go this week. I mean, there's a chance that he goes. I'm not going to say it's 100% ruled out, but we'll get to the kick return comments or just the returner comments in general in a little bit. But I am hoping Kane is okay for this upcoming game against the Buffalo Bills, but I wouldn't count on it, and we'll get into who the Jets may end up counting on. Aaron Glenn talked about the matchup coming up against the Buffalo Bills and just the importance of these divisional games.
You know what? Just by understanding that, the quickest way to get to the playoffs is winning your division. All right, I see it from that aspect, but to me, I look at each game in itself and say, listen, I come to win every game. It doesn't matter. They all mean the same to me, to be honest with you. But I get the mentality of that because it's the quickest way to get to the playoffs is you win your division. But, man, I want to win every game. And it doesn't matter who's across there from me. It doesn't matter at all. We want to go out there and we want to execute and we want to show our brand of football no matter who we play.
I want to win every game. I mean, hell yeah, of course. I also would like the Jets to win every single game. Agreed, by the way. But, he talked about the importance of the division, and the easiest way to the playoffs is by winning the division, which is something the Jets haven't done since 2002, 23 years ago. It's like a year before I started realizing really what was going on week in and week out with the Jets. I remember some players from the early 2000s, but really I count from 2003 on as my Jets fandom and knowing, following the team week in and week out. And, it's a long time coming. I don't think this is the year for it. Obviously, a big game coming up against Buffalo. And if they win, they'll put themselves in a good position. But yeah, you want to win every single game, of course, but the division is something that Robert Saleh even put an emphasis on, and they never really got over the hump. It's been a long time, even since they've been just like 500 in the division. I don't know if this is the year that they do it. Not that New England looked very good in week one or that Miami looked very good in week one, but we'll see how they play in division. And eventually when the Jets are a team that is competing for the playoffs, they have to take care of business in their own division, and you have to be the best, and Buffalo has proven to be the best in the division for a long time now. We're brought to you by Sleeper. I have a pick for this game, 2 picks actually, technically. I have Breece Hall over 54.5 rushing yards, rushing for more than 54.5. I think he has a really good game, especially with Ed Oliver out. That was official word today. Talked about it yesterday. It was trending in that direction. He is not going to play. I think he has a big day running the ball. And I also have Josh Allen more than 0.5 rush touchdowns. I think he runs one in, especially if they get down by the goal line. He is absolutely a candidate to tuck it and run. And I just think that he's likely to get in. That's something that has happened against the Jets a lot over the years. Yes, the Jets have been able to turn him over in 2022 and 23. That's how they came away with the upset wins at home. but I think Allen likely is to rush one in. So all you have to do, pick more or less from the predicted stats, and you could win up to 1,000 times your money if your picks win. Use promo code O'Leary when you sign up, and you'll get a $100 or up to a $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Okay, maybe my favorite part of the press conference here, Aaron Glenn on who will return kicks this week.
It's been going really well for us, and we'll have a returner out there. I do know that. And listen, there's a lot of information that we take in, when we start to look at that from a practice perspective. I think Banjo and Coach O'Day does a really good job of scripting practice the way that they want it, so we can make sure we take a look at as many people as we can. And listen, it's exciting to those guys, because they have a shot. And I keep saying this, our program is built on, you earn your keep. So the guys that gives us the best chance to be successful in those situations, they'll be out there.
Someone will be back there. Look, he won't say who it's going to be. I get it. I guess you don't want to give the competitive advantage to the Buffalo Bills in that spot. I would think on kick returns, assuming Kene Nwanu is not good to go, Isaiah Williams, who they just signed this week, would make a lot of sense in that spot from coming over from the Bengals practice squad. And Arian Smith was also running back there with Xavier Gibson last week after the injury. So I would imagine, again, just guessing, but educated guess would be Williams and Smith back on the kick returns. As far as punt return goes, I would say Isaiah Williams, again, probably the most likely guy. You just want to see him be sure-handed, man. Like, sure, it would be awesome to see a big play on special teams happen, but just hold on to the ball. You can't afford to have a turnover on special teams and lose the special teams battle against the Buffalo Bills. That's a recipe to get blown out. So that'll do it for me in this one, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll catch you guys next time.